how do we regulate ourselves and move towards green if we're in yellow and orange, as Ben was talking about within that stress continuum? Well, here's how you do that. Okay, first off is mindfulness. Okay, so what I did with you all earlier, that was a brief example of what mindfulness kind of looks like. Okay, it's where you sit with yourself quietly and you notice what's going on around you. What are your thoughts? How's your body feeling? What are the noises going on? And you bring it back to a focus within yourself, putting you back in the present moment. A lot of times, anxiety and depression manifest themselves because we're living in the future, thinking about what negative or super overexciting thing could be, or living in the past and thinking about how we may have done something wrong in the past and that's staying with us. But being mindful helps you to be aware of where you're living and bring you back to the present moment with that breathing. So that takes me down to the breathing piece. That breath is sort of that grounding focal point to bring you back if you notice yourself straying somewhere where you really don't need to be, okay? And then the last thing, I didn't go over with you guys, but is visualization, or what we call also imagery. So you may hear both terminologies. And what that is, I'm not going to take you through a script today, but essentially you come up with your own script. What event do you have coming up that you want to visualize a successful performance in while you are sitting with yourself being mindful and focusing on your breathing, right? And so you play that event in your head, utilizing as many of your 5 senses as you can, all right? So you want to be as specific as possible. You want to feel yourself in the performance. You want to feel the emotions that are going to be similar when you're executing that performance. You want to have similar smells. What does it smell like to be on the field or in the classroom or at home or doing whatever it is that you're going to be doing? Okay. What do you see? Right? What do you hear? What would you hear? Right? You encompass all those things as you play this script out in your head. And it's a technique that I've used as a soldier. It's a technique that, as a student in performance psychology, is a technique that we go through with our athletes and other performers, first responders, dancers, to help kind of, again, get them in the mindset of successfully completing that task that may be eliciting those feelings of anxiety and whatnot. Okay, so these are the 3 things right here that are really useful to helping to reduce that stress and manage it accordingly, so that you can be as effective as possible when it comes time to do whatever it is that you need to do.